Welcome to Mamahood After Trauma, where we stop pretending and heal out loud. I'm Emily Cleghorn, trauma survivor, cycle breaker, and mama rebuilding from the inside out. If you're ready to break cycles, trust yourself again, and rise without shame, you're in the right place. Let's go. Before we dive in, mama, if you're a mama healing from trauma and trying to parent differently, but you're not sure what support or next step is right for you, I totally understand. And that's why I've created something to help. Take my free Find Your Next Step to Calm and Healing quiz to discover where you are in your healing journey and what your next best step looks like. You'll find the link in the show notes below. Hey, mama. Welcome to this episode of the Mamahood After Trauma podcast. One of the quietest wounds trauma leaves behind is self-doubt. Not just doubting other people, doubting yourself, your judgment, your emotions, your reactions, your needs, your parenting. And mamahood has a way of exposing that self-doubt pretty dang fast. Because suddenly every decision feels heavy. Am I too strict? Too soft, too emotional, too triggered, too damaged? Am I messing my kids up? And when you're healing from trauma, that inner questioning can become relentless. So today, we're talking about something many trauma surviving mamas are struggling with silently. Can you trust yourself as a mama while you're still healing? Can you? Trauma disrupts self-trust, especially if you grew up emotionally invalidated, criticized constantly, gaslit, punished for emotions, forced to ignore your instincts, taught that your needs didn't matter. You learn very quickly, my feelings can't be trusted. My perception is wrong. I shouldn't listen to myself. So now, as an adult and a mama, you overanalyze absolutely everything. You seek constant reassurance. You panic after hard moments. You compare yourself endlessly. You assume everyone else knows better than you. Not because you're incapable, but because trauma disconnected you from your internal sense of felt safety. Here's what I need you to understand. Healing does not require becoming a perfect mother before you trust yourself. It requires rebuilding relationship with yourself. And that happens slowly. Every time you pause instead of react automatically. Repair after rupture. Honor a boundary. Recognize a trigger. Choose awareness. Ask for support. Reflect instead of shame spiral. You are rebuilding self-trust. Not because you handled everything perfectly, but because you stayed engaged with growth. And that, my sweet mama friend, matters. So here are a few signs you're actually building self-trust, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. You reflect on your reactions instead of justifying them. You apologize to your children. You notice triggers sooner. You question old beliefs. You seek healing instead of denial. You care deeply about how your children experience you. Unhealthy parents rarely worry this much about becoming healthier. That doesn't mean anxiety is proof of goodness, but awareness does matter. Your healing journey does not disqualify you from being a safe mama. In many ways, the willingness to heal is exactly what makes you safer. Not perfect, safe enough to repair, safe enough to grow, safe enough to change. And that is how cycles begin to break. If you're trying to rebuild trust with yourself while learning how to parent differently, the Rising Room was created for you. Inside, we focus on nervous system healing, emotional regulation, trigger awareness, and practical support for trauma surviving mamas. And you can join us through the link in the show notes. And until next time, remember, you do not need perfection to become a safer place for your children. Mend the past so you can mama in peace. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Be sure to follow the podcast so new episodes land right in your feed each week. And if you're wondering what your next step toward calmer, more confident motherhood looks like, take my free Find Your Next Step to Calm and Confidence quiz found in the show notes below. Until next time, mama, mend the past so you can mama in peace.